All right, preparing live. Hey, Colton, can you turn off the PlayStation, please? I need the Wi-Fi. This video is unavailable. Is it playing?
I don't see it. Oh, yeah, it's live on YouTube.
Okay. Going back to Zoom.
It says this video is unavailable.
All right, why is it saying this video is unavailable?
Sorry, Nick. We'll get this figured out.
Hey, no problem. On my phone, it says live in the top corner. I don't know if that means
We
anything.
might be recording on the actual Zoom meeting, but we'll chop this little part out before we.
No, we're live. We're good. Boom.
Why can't I see it on YouTube?
I can see it. We're right here. Boom. All right. Yeah, sometimes we don't have our shit together. It's the fun of doing the live stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all the fun. Here, let's do
see the
let's do our wonderful introduction. Hey, this is Two Guys, One Cup. I'm Patrick.
I'm James.
Yeah.
And we got special guest number 3 in the country, left arm, super heavyweight category.
Depends on where you look, I guess.
Where would you say, Mr. Oh, this is Nick motherfucking Stone in the house. Show him your arms, Nick. People need to know this man. Dude.
Oh,
So-
man, yep.
So Nick, what's the ranking on you?
It's tricky. I mean, I would say left definitely top 10, I would say. But yeah, it's tricky. I think there needs to be more matches to, clarify some things. But
Yeah, I would agree. I agree. But it says Air says your top 4, WAF and IFA.
okay.
So that's where we're getting that from.
Yeah, possibly. I can see that, but I feel like after the top 1 or 2, it gets tricky,
Yeah.
Nick, give us some of your background. Again, I know who you are. Pat knows who you are. We're huge fans of your brother, but like people that don't know you, like just give us a little bit of a backstory on you. Like how long you've been pulling? Like how old are you? What do you do?
So I've been pulling for, let's see, probably 5.5 years, maybe 6 years, maybe. I'm 31. Before I was an arm wrestler, I was a powerlifter. I powerlifted for, I think I want to say 9 or 10 years before I started arm wrestling. Yeah, that's pretty much the general.
Yeah. What made you move from powerlifting to arm wrestling?
I had a little bit of a back injury, so I wasn't able to lift super heavy. And I had a buddy that just happened to join a team. He invited me, and I went to a practice, and that led to 2. And next thing you know, I stopped powerlifting and became an arm wrestler.
Very similar to what I did.
I think the community, like I think people that don't know arm wrestling, they think it's like a bar drinking sport. But like you said, I think the people in arm wrestling and the community around it and practices, I think, are for the boys and the ladies. We should have ladies present too if they want to come. They should most certainly come. But
Yeah. Yeah, it's freaking awesome, man. Do you have any? So I've seen you pull a little bit. We haven't seen you pull in a super match in a while. Do you have anything upcoming or anything in the works? You don't have to be specific, but
So I got like a handicap match going on September 5th.
yeah.
So it's going to be me versus Damien, John, and Andrew. There's some of the top guys up in our area. I would say the Northeast. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So it's been a while since I've had a handicap match. Actually, I think my first super match was a handicap match.
no shit. Who was that?
I want to say it was at Dan's picnic. I think it was at the first picnic. We did like a 1 versus 6 or 7 or something like that. But yeah, it was a good time.
That's hilarious. So you are technically the Eddie Hall of arm wrestling.
Maybe.
No, he's the
maybe.
Nick Stone of our.
Well, no, because Eddie Hall fought those two. He
Oh,
does
I
the
see
handicap
what you're saying,
matches.
Yeah, but these guys are a little bigger. I think. Those
Yeah.
guys are-
Oh yeah. Nick's actually fighting the same size guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
well, not same size. Nick, you're kind of a giant. Give everyone like your description.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
on the camera, everyone can see these massive ass shoulders. But
I mean, I saw he's 6 foot, maybe 6'1", maybe. But right now I could be 330 possibly, but I haven't weighed myself in a while. But I'm probably like 320, 330, something like that.
Yeah, dude, that's big boy weight right there. That's
But
a
if
man.
nobody's ever met you, like I know the first time I grabbed your hand because you do that awesome like dollar pull you for a dollar at
Oh
all
yeah.
the tournaments. So I was like, oh man, your forearm is massive and you're thin skinned. It's not like you're this giant, like massively overweight dude. You are thick. You are solid, dude.
I appreciate that, man.
No, like you're a presence. Like when you
Yeah.
like walk in a room, like you see, like he said, a lot of guys that are bigger dudes, like 330, you're like probably some love handles are chunky. You're just fucking there. Like you're a thick man,
Yeah.
bro. Again,
Barrel chest.
people need to meet Nick Stone. Like,
Yeah, and then when I pull on your hand and you don't even look like you're stressing, it's very.
I don't think he is stressing.
That's all. It's a poker face. That's all it is.
Yeah, sure.
Nick Stone's got this special move. Do you want me to talk about it? The spider.
Oh, the old spider fingers. Yeah, you can talk about it.
Okay,
The
who
old-
taught you the spiders? The spider
I don't
fingers.
know. It just started happening, and then someone, it just climbing at one finger at a time, but fast.
Bro, it's so uncomfortable. I can't.
Really?
I've been trying to do it to people at practice, and the coordination and the just the coordination of muscles too to isolate. Like, how are you doing that? Are you just locking your riser, but like how without your fingers? It's crazy. Show us.
Yeah,
Show me. I know, like
It's. I mean, that's what it looks like. What you just did. That's. It's just.
So you're open. It's open.
no. So he'll hold you because Nick Stones holds fucking everybody.
Yeah.
So then, like, try to do what you're doing, and he goes, like, and he just starts walking, but like gently with his fingers, like, and you're like, I don't like that. You want to talk about being demasculated? Yeah, demasculated. That's it.
Yep. Yep.
It's fucking awesome. So Nick, you got what's that shirt say?
So this is the T-shirt from the first ever Turtle Man Classic from last year. We're gonna have new T-shirts this year, but speaking of the Turtle Man, you got a match, don't you? The day before Turtle Man.
Yeah, dude. Nick Stone reaches out and says, "Hey, man, I got this guy on my team. He's got a huge ego, and he's absurd. He's loud. He's obnoxious." We're talking about Brandon Peasley, by the way. Who is not any of these
super
things.
humble.
Super nice guy, dude. I love everyone from Team Dungeon. I think it's the wrong name because it comes off like aggressive. Like these guys are coming out of the dungeon. You guys are all like well-mannered, funny guys.
Well, except Ron.
Who? Ron Armini?
No. High Chief.
Columba's the fucking man, dude.
Yeah, but he will fucking snap your arm off if he can.
Oh
He
yeah,
does not wait for you to go.
dude. Columbus Pro Nation. Like if people, I love watching people that never pulled Columba. Can you speak on that?
Oh my God.
To be honest, you just got to experience it. That's usually what I tell people. And then once they feel it, they're like, "Oh, I know what you mean." But yeah, Columba's like, it's a very monstrous top roll, and if you make a mistake, it just gets momentum. Plus,
Dude,
I don't know if
Marino
people realize. I want to say he's like 67 or something like that, 68. So imagine that. When he was like 40 or 50. Imagine that. That must have been crazy.
Well, I was watching videos from like him pulling in like the 90s. And I think he was pulling at like the same tournaments as like Cobra Rose and Alan Fisher and all that. And he's right up there. So I didn't realize how accredited he was back in the day. It was he's nasty.
Columba used to come up every year to Vermont to Bill Sink's event in Addison County when they had like the denim jackets, and Columba would come up and take the 3 or 4 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Columba has a pin on John Brzenk too. If I'm not mistaken, I think he may have one pin on John.
Boy, so fast.
Oh, not even fast again. He's so unassuming, respectfully. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's a man, but like when you meet him, you're like, what? You know what I mean? There's nothing to be special about this. I'll probably beat this guy. And then he whaps you and you go, oh, you know what I mean? It's an oh moment. Every time I've seen anyone pull them the first time go, oh, unless like, actually, I've never seen anyone not do oh the first time they pull Ron. I will make sure I'm at the table and present if I see some guy coming, he's like, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm Poland. Watch this shit." But yeah, I got a super match with Brandon Peasley on the left arm.
Yeah.
220. I hope Brandon makes weight. I know he's going on vacation, and I felt bad because he's like, "Oh man, I want to go eat out." I'm like, "I know, but I've been cutting weight."
Yeah, well, you were like 209 when you pulled Miguel, weren't you? You said
I probably weighed like probably 209 naked against Miguel, but I weighed in with boots and all at like 215.
that's crazy.
But dude, I mean, Nick's on a way different level than Miguel. But like, did you know how good Miguel was? Like, I'm kind of ignorant to this shit.
Yeah, I know Miguel's good. He's been pulling for I want to say like 15 years, maybe more. But yeah, he's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of hands. Plus I think he can pull pretty much anywhere. Top roll, hook, press. But
yeah,
yeah,
and he can flop wrists, all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
absolutely-
my brain was if I take his hand, I'm in the match.
right.
I took his hand round one, and then his arm never even, and I was like, I don't have any of the tricks. You know what I mean? When the strength level is that much, and again at the world level like he's at, like you can't, the tricks don't work because he knows the tricks. You know what I'm saying? So the minute he realized that the hand was going to buckle a little bit, he's like, I'm just going to lock my arm and the side pressure. The minute I stop it, he doesn't have enough to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was crazy. And his cup was, you could tell his cup was super, super strong. When
right.
He got it in those second
But
rounds.
I'm definitely the underdog for Brandon because Brandon's fucking beat Jelif. He's got pins on Miguel. He's got pins on. He beat Tim Lewis just recently.
Yeah.
3-0, right?
no,
Or is it 2-3?
It was very
Yeah.
close. It was him and Tim was very close.
Yep.
Honestly, though, I don't want to give any secrets away. I would have done the exact same thing. Go outside, flash pin him. If he catches you, restart. Don't go into that lock with him. And then,
You can't let him get.
and everyone knows Tim, right? Like if he gets in there, he's sticky. I mean,
Yeah, very sticky.
right.
But,
Nick Stone's saying Tim's sticky, but he's probably just being nice.
you won't be able to. There's going to be running fouls for your match in September 5th. So
I asked Brennan, what are the rules? And he said, we get to make the rules. I said, oh, so I guess I want to hear it from the event organizer. Like, what are the rules?
That might be fake news, possibly. But yeah, it's going to be running fouls. I mean, if you got recommendations, I'm definitely taking recommendation from all the athletes. But right now, it's going to be running fouls, 3 fouls, but no 3 fouls with no warnings. So every warning
So
will
like
just be a foul.
early.
Yeah, so early start will just be a foul. Something like that.
Are you guys gonna do set grip, or are you gonna? Is it get your grip?
So it's gonna be get your grip, but it's gonna be quick. Like if people are messing around, it's like 15 seconds max, and then it'll be like a ref's, maybe a ref's set grip, or maybe a ref's grip, maybe something like that. Yeah, something like that. Oh, also, instead of ready go, we're gonna do don't move, go. So it's gonna be a slight pause. Don't move, slight pause, go.
Okay. So then it's basically like no movement. If there's movement, there's a foul, right?
Yeah.
But then in that pause, that's ready to don't move. And the minute you hear go, you can go.
Who's gonna end up reffing the matches? Do we know?
So right now, it's gonna be Ray Romanowski is gonna head ref.
I like Ray.
He's a good ref. I gotta find another down ref. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Do you know Steve Redler?
Steve Riddler, yeah, it sounds familiar.
He's a short guy, 176. Got the baller mustache. He was at the Smoke Series. He down ref with Chuck.
Yep.
Steve's a pretty fair down ref. Like he doesn't argue with the head ref, but like he'll make sure he's saying his piece. And he's not afraid to call fouls.
On Facebook, I'll look him up on Facebook. Oh, cool.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you his Facebook if you want.
Chuck is I like Chuck repping too. When we go down to New York, I think we deal with a different. I mean, we have refs up here; they're fine. But like when we go down there, the consistency that we find down there, I love pulling down there with those refs. The cadence is a big thing for me. Having that timing.
I like a ref that takes control. I hate it when a ref lets one guy fuck around a little and he can't control the match. It's like make the rule, say what you want done,
Yeah.
and then if you're in a rest grip, if the guy moves in the rest grip, that's a foul. And then the minute one guy, I think you've been there, we've all been there. You got one foul and you haven't started pulling yet, and now the nerves are in you, and you're like, I can't make a mistake, I can't fuck around. And most of the time, your go is slower because you're so afraid of getting an early start and getting that foul.
Yep.
So I don't know, and I think that sets a tone for the match. Then it really squares guys up if they like to fuck around in the setup. But I like what I'm hearing. I do like the what's that? Running fouls.
Yeah.
So running fouls, how does that work? So if I elbow hop a little bit while I'm pinning, that's a foul, and when I get the pin, it restarts the match.
Yeah. So if you pop, if like say for instance, if you are the only one that elbow fouls and you get the pin, it will be a restart. But at the also say if you pop, you don't get the pin, the opponent can choose to stop to get the restart. They don't have. It doesn't have to go to the pin. It's up to the opponent. You know what I mean?
Are you guys doing 2 running fouls as a foul?
No,
So you stop the match.
It's just gonna be
Three.
Well, no. So usually how it works is like if you get a running foul but you pop off again, they'll stop the match with 2 running fouls. I just didn't know
How many running fouls could be in a one match?
if you get 3
fouls. 3 fouls is a loss.
Yeah. Okay, that's a little
So
different. Yep.
the only time a running foul will be stopped is say if there is a huge foul that is so obvious. There's a like elbow pop, yeah. And there's a huge
Okay, because I was gonna be serious. Like, so, like, say if I hit my elbow pops off, if I pop off the back, that's too much. But you're saying a running foul is just like the inconvenience pin, like shit like that, where the guy's trying to move and it pops up, like bobs a little.
Well, I mean, if you pop off the back, as long as your your wrist isn't down to the elbow pad, it's not going to be. It will be a running foul.
Okay.
You know,
And but like, what if you come off the side? If I pop, like, if I touch leather, is that a
if
running
you come off
foul?
the side, it's going to be a running foul, but you have to get
Yeah.
back on. You know,
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how. Like that brings up a good point. Like, say if you come off the side and you can't, like, you're not getting pinned, but you can't get back on the pad. We're gonna have to come up with like a maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and then it will be another foul, something like that. Like you have to make an attempt to get back on the pad. You have to get back
Right.
on the
Yeah.
pad. But at the same time, if you're way off the side, you know what I mean? Like say if you're like 4 inches, if your elbow is on the pin line, that far, it's gonna be stopped. Also too, like I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this, but I was thinking maybe like if there's like an unsportsman stoppage, like say if there's like a 6-inch pop, and with that pop you slam somebody, so like that might be like a stop and I don't know, a foul or an extra. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's how that's gonna work, but that's just an idea.
I totally agree though, but like, again, what you're doing is, and I think it's really good for the consumer watching, is when people are watching these East versus West match and there's these micro mistakes and they stop it, and there are some of the best matches we've seen all day, like they're really working. And then we're like, what the hell? Like Vitaly versus Michael Todd in the first round when Michael was coming over, and like we saw the elbow poke off, but I wouldn't even say if your elbow is hanging and you're trying, like I'm not gonna say that's off. If I was a ref, I want to see that match. If he, like we said, if he comes off on the leather and braces his arm on the side, that's an advantage game.
Yeah, like anchoring. I call that anchoring. You can't anchor. Like if you're,
Yeah.
if you're following from power, that's fine. But if you're following to try to, get an advantage like anchoring or something like that, yeah, that'll be a stop. And maybe I'm not sure on the 2 fouls, but that might be 2 fouls. You know what I mean? But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not set on stone on that one.
So are the
Also,
super match rules going to be the same as the tournament rules?
they're going to be probably pretty much the same, except for maybe like the novice and some amateur classes. Like mostly like the safety rules.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably gonna be the same thing, like 15 seconds or ref grip, running fouls, 3 fouls. Yeah, those are probably the rules that's gonna be the tournament too.
Yep.
Um,
I got kind of an off-topic question. Did you ever pull Wayne Withers?
I pulled him in a practice a year or two ago.
Because I know he was dodging you pretty heavily.
ooh,
Man,
Nick
I don't
does
know
not
if he
like
was
drama.
dodging, but no, we were supposed to have a match, but Wayne didn't cancel that. The promoter canceled it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you
So
guys were
like,
going to pull it out in like the Midwest or something, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they canceled me and replaced me with someone.
Oh,
Because he's scared. We know why. Like, he's scared
I
of you.
don't know, man. It could have been that, but I think it was. I think he found something that would have, didn't cost anything to show up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping to see that. That was a match I was looking forward to, like, big time. So,
it's all a matter of time. Wayne's
yeah.
looking pretty good lately.
Yeah. Who's the one who says if Wayne shows up, I think it's, uh, oh man, who's the guy? Luke Culture, the ref. He says I think that's who it is. He says if Wayne shows up and he wasn't shit faced the night before, he does great. If he shows up hungover, it's all over. So I always thought that was pretty awesome. But I've
Yeah.
seen him like the first time I ever saw him pull live, he came to Steve's event and like cleaned up. And you didn't pull at that
Oh
point.
yeah.
So you had something coming up, so you weren't arm wrestling, but
That's
that was
actually where I pulled him in the after pulls.
Mhm.
But that same day. But yeah, he looked real good that day. Um, I think he's got a match with somebody coming up. I think.
I think so too. I'm trying to
I'm
remember
not.
who it was. They just talked about it.
who did he beat? Did he beat Logan Bellinger, or did Logan Bellinger beat him?
I don't think they had a match yet. I think that's like at
Oh,
the
that's
end of
still
the
coming.
year. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's at the end of the year.
Who do you got on that? If you had to bet,
It's right hand, right?
yeah.
It's got to be right hand. It's Wayne, right?
I would say Wayne. Logan's better left. So
Yeah, I would say
Nick.
if it stops, probably Wayne. Logan's got that
Yeah.
good hit, but Wayne's got he's got a big height advantage.
Is Logan Bellinger a guy that you're interested in pulling on left hand?
Um, maybe not. I'd pull him right, but I'm not. I don't think. I after pulled him a lot and lefty. I was able to hold him for a little bit. So
Yeah.
maybe in a year or two or something, I'd definitely take a match.
Yeah.
But I pull him right. I think right would be a good match.
Yep.
But didn't Logan beat?
You got to put on Devin, but it was
He got wait. No,
he
time out.
found-
I don't want excuses that we're gonna say what we saw.
I don't
and then
think
we're gonna
that
ask
was
Nick.
pin, but that's cool.
So Logan got a flash pin on Devin Lorette. So technically, Logan Bellinger is the number one in North America.
Right. I mean, his elbow was only he was only off to the pad.
Hey, the refs called it a pin.
Yeah, it was wrong.
On
I guess
on record, it's a pin. That's what I think people are forgetting this. I mean, on paper, when Logan Bellinger and Devin Lorette die, and say someone's looking up arm wrestling history, they're going to be like, "Oh, look, this Logan Bellinger guy beat Devin Lorette in
It's
2025."
too bad there's a video of it.
Doesn't matter. On paper, you won.
All right.
So what I'm trying to ask here, Nick, is theoretically that makes you like 23 notches better than everyone that's in the top 10 in North America. If he's 23rd in the airs,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, left arm, and you can hold him, that means you should. I think we need to see a Devin the Rat and Nick Stone match. I think Devin is ducking you, bro. I think he wants to poker that shit because he doesn't want to pull Nick Stone.
It's Quackers.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, I would definitely pull Devin if that ever popped up. But
He talks very highly of you.
Devin's giving you a shout out like 3 different times, bro. I would wait for you to call him out. Like, you know what? Give me the shot, big guy. Don't be scared.
Oh,
You
man,
gotta tell him do you think you'd smoke Corey West?
what's that?
Do you think you beat Corey West?
I think Core would be a tough match. You know what I mean? I think the there's a chance, but I think Corey might be the favorite, but I think there's definitely a chance,
Is it the Styles
Um,
thing more than anything?
Corey has to hook, I
Yeah,
think, and learn.
it could be a style thing, but it could also be I just need to get like a little stronger too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I would definitely take a match with Corey. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. I think it could be. I definitely wouldn't go in and think I would lose, kind of thing.
He's got a very similar background too. I mean, he power lifted, or he's got a big bench and stuff like that. So
I know, but I want people to understand this. Like Nick Stone, especially right now, the way East versus West is going, like we need to get some of the great talent that no one really
I agree.
like. You should be mainstream as good as you are. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
That's
again,
nice of
I
you.
assume most guys know who Nick Stone are in the arm wrestling community. But as funny as you are, and again, this as an athlete and strong in just arm wrestling itself, like I think more people need to know who Nick Stone is. And I think if you go on East versus West and they're like, who's this guy? Like you know what I mean? And then when you floor Corey West, you're like, yeah, by the way, I'm ranked number 3 on airs. And you know what I mean? Like you have credentials before you even go there. And then everyone's like, oh, okay. And then you're like, yeah, I want Devin Lorette. I think he's scared. And especially now that Devin's cutting weight, he doesn't like the super heavyweights. But I don't know. I want to hear it from.
Devin's not cutting weight.
Yeah, he is.
He's pulling supers.
No, he's dropping.
But he's just not on purpose. I just want to give a quick shout out to Dan the Nightmares on. Thank you for watching. Bird, Jamie Holburn, and Jacob Thompson, who just joined. Thanks, guys. Nick Stone versus Chance Shaw, right hand, Jacob Thompson says.
Is that a match?
I
That
think
could
so.
be. That could be.
I think so.
I'll pull chance.
So there's a chance?
There is a chance, the full chance.
Dude.
Well, it's tough with some of these guys because some of these guys who are up there in like nationally, they're just not active right now, and it's it's like pulling teeth to get these guys to pull.
Yeah,
So-
I want to ask a guy. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, you're good.
Okay,
No,
I
you're
thought
good.
I met the end. So Steve was talking about Steve Fernandez. He was saying it's hard to get these guys that are really good that are on that elite level, but they're not like on like the main stage. I guess we'll say East versus West is quote unquote is the main stage of arm wrestling. That's the highest peak. Most eyes are on it. And then there's all these guys that are right there on East versus West level, but they just haven't gotten on the show yet. But then now that none of these guys want to pull anywhere else because they don't want to get either a loss under the belt or they want more money. But like I'm just saying from things that we bounced idea and heard from multiple guys is when like me being a fan of UFC, Alex Pereira, I didn't know who he was. I didn't really care. He's some Brazilian guy, but then he fought constantly and kept knocking dudes out. And like, I just started paying attention to him. You know what I mean? The more you see of a guy, the more you can make a fan of him. If you don't see him that all, it's hard to build that,
notoriety.
notoriety. But like, like when people were talking back in the day, like, why does everyone know John Brzezinski? Because I bet you everyone's grandfather that arm wrestled back in the day has touched John's arm and nobody beat him. So, you know what I mean? They never talk about losers, right? They're never going to, your grandpa's never going to be like, hey man, this guy down the road, every time he'd almost be really great, he'd quit. No one tells you that story. You always hear the story of the guy that went to the gym every day at 3, and everyone's like, oh, well, that's stupid. But guess what? You kept doing it, you persevered, and then you got what you wanted. Yeah. Everyone talks about the guy that came from the bottom and worked up. No one ever goes, oh, that guy was almost there. You never hear about the guys that were almost there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What do you think?
I think there's lots of factors, at least from my point of view, from like planning the super matches on, for September 5th. The biggest thing was we just didn't have the budget to, fly people out and, all that stuff. So mostly, pretty much everyone that's doing the card is coming on their own dime kind of thing, So I think that may be most of it. It's just travel costs and stay costs. You know what I mean? I think everyone at that level at least just wants to not lose money. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. So like if you were like, if I had a match hypothetically set up for you and I'm like, hey, Nick, I'm having this event. I want you to pull Cody Merritt I'm gonna set you up in a nice little apartment at the inn, at the Comfort Inn. We'll make sure you got it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll get you your plane tickets. It's not gonna be first class, but it's a direct flight.
Yeah.
And if you win, we'll give you $200. Is that enough to intrigue you?
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely intrigued, because I definitely want to pull Cody Merritt. I did try setting up Cody Merritt for September, but unfortunately he had a back surgery.
Damn.
So, but I think he's doing good now. I think he's, making lots of progress. But yeah, maybe in the future that match will happen.
Yeah, because I thought back in July someone tried to set something up between you and him as well. Was it June or July with Steve's event? There was an attempt.
There was talks that might have been a match, but
yeah, same thing. Yeah, but
it'll happen when it happens, and it will happen.
yeah, I think you're right there, bro. And anyone that in New England or knows of Nick Stone, like that's my conversation starter when I meet people, dude. I'm like, you're good there, yeah, and I'm like, you know who Nick Stone is? I just say that, you know who Nick Stone is, and they kind of look at you, go, yeah, and I'm like, what do you think? They're like, I can't fucking touch his left, like that's like guaranteed. I think I've heard it 100% of the time. Yeah, fuck his left arm. Are you?
Either.
Yeah.
Either.
Well, no, I know like Nick's very good both arms. I don't think people understand how good they are, but like everyone knows that like we're talking world level. Like in my opinion, there's probably 12 guys that you would even say have a chance against Nick Stone on the left arm in the world. That's where I'm holding Nick Stone up. I want people to think about it that way. When people say like John Jones, the baddest guy in the world, Nick Stone, what do you think, Nick? Out of all the elites in the world, if you put them in a room, how many guys could be in that room that you think would beat you? Or do you think that would be a really close match? No ego, but
in the whole entire world, I think there's got to be a pretty decent number, pretty good amount. I don't know. That's tricky, 100 maybe.
Huh? Yeah.
There's still guys we don't see.
No, but you say 100?
Yeah, if I had to pick a number, maybe 100, maybe 200.
Like, Nick's so fucking humble. And, no, he really is. But he's so thoughtful when he says things because Nick knows he's like everyone's got their day, or there might be a guy that weighs 115 kg that just might have that one lane, right? But he'll never pull in the super heavyweights because that's not his weight class. But I like that. Nick's so fucking honest about shit.
Yeah.
Nick, you're so let's go over every super match. You got this Turtle Man. Why should people buy it? Like, who are these matches, and what do you think of these matches?
I'm very excited. Like personally, I'm very excited. Because many reasons, but the first one that pops in my mind. Well, first of all, it's for a good cause. You know what I mean? So, most of the money from the pay-per-view is going to be given to the charity, so it's going to be a good cause. Every single team that I've been on, or I started arm wrestling with the Armbenders in Connecticut with Ron Armini. Then we had the Dungeon. Now we have like the Tuesday team at my place. So every team has a athlete on the card. There's people that could be considered legends of the sport on the card. Like Rod Columba. They got Bill Sinks. And it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Bill Boone?
Oh no, let him go. Let him cook.
All right, sorry.
I'll flip this section too because this is going to be set. Again, I think now this Nick, keep talking about these super matches. What's going on?
Yeah, because I'm not.
We can go to Bill's. So actually, I would say, or at least from what I've gotten on like social media and stuff, this match people think is the most mismatched match, which I disagree with. I think it's going to be a great match. So he's pulling Ron Armini, the assassin.
Okay, yeah. Ron is good. He's real good. So I mean, he IFA like world champ. Like he's no slouch.
I mean, he won IFA without even training. He just showed up.
Yeah.
What?
He's got an unusually big hand.
Hold on, Ron Armini never trained arm wrestling and went to World.
A little bit. You sure? maybe he practiced once or twice, you know what I mean, in like a 10 or 12 week period, but you know, he showed up and he won the worlds, and that's what I keep on saying is people haven't really seen, at least not recently, a fully trained assassin. You know what I mean? And I think assassin is going to show up, you know, ready to go.
Wait.
Dude,
Hold on, I'm gonna get fired up.
So I pinned Ron, and I had to put everything in my life into pinning him with my left arm. So
Is his left better or is his right better? Not stupid.
Ron's
right
right is better. Ron's right is way better.
his right.
That I think, yeah, that was the first time I met all those guys.
Yeah.
Team Dungeon at Steve's Arm Wars or New York Tri-State Battle.
It
New
was
York
Battle,
Tri-State.
yeah, Battle of Tri-State 1. It
Yeah.
was the first thing, or maybe the second thing Steve ever put
No,
on.
first one.
It was the first one when Aiden and Tim Lewis bowled.
Yep. And
Oh,
we met
okay.
Nick Stone, we met Steve Walker.
Yeah.
We met a lot of killers that day,
We
dude.
met Ray, all those guys.
So you're telling me
Yeah.
how Ron came into this? When did that happen? What year? Like how
It
many
was
years?
recently, wasn't it?
It was the COVID year. So what was that? 2020. Whatever it was in Florida.
And he never pulled until then.
Well, I mean, he pulled, but like he wasn't really, to the best of my understanding, he wasn't at practices.
Yeah.
So like if he was doing anything, it was just like a little, you know, dumbbell or cable work.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, he's been showing up at practices. He's been feeling real good, and he's been showing up at tournaments too. You know, so recently he's been real active. So I think Ron is taking this very seriously.
How did he?
Well, I think
he just
last
pulled
year-
that. Oh, sorry.
Last year he got second and third in IFA.
Yeah, didn't he?
So he's not, it was Masters, but that was a crazy class.
Right. And
So-
also Bill Sinks is a master. So I'm
excited.
I want to hype this up more. I don't think people understand how excited I am now.
I think that matchup, between the two of them, there's some shit that's gonna make that super exciting with hand control and all that. So
Wow.
it's who's gonna get it. I
Well-
have no idea.
Here,
Yeah.
a couple questions. So how did he do at Mass States this week? 2 weekends ago?
I know he won the Masters. I'm not sure about the 220. Or if he did 220. But I think that Bulgarian. I think the only person that beat him was the Bulgarian. I don't know if you saw that presser.
Yeah,
You
he was
know,
strong, dude. That connection. Dude, all the guys from over in the West are like their side pressure connection is so much stronger. Like in my opinion, from most guys I pull, everyone I pull like in America is like old school rise and pull back, and a lot of like Eastern guys, in my opinion, are always coming forward like this.
Well, there's a new kid around here I just started seeing. I think he
Neil May.
Kazakhstan or no,
Yeah, I think he's Kazakhstan.
right. The kid from
198. That kid's been killing it.
yeah, he's like destroying everybody. He's
Oh, yeah.
so strong. Like just looking like holy crap.
But yeah,
Kid
no.
is nasty.
Again, these guys, what we're saying is, what you're saying too, to Ron's benefit is these guys are killers.
Yeah.
And
you guys
Ron
have
is a
lot of
killer.
players.
And again, it wasn't a one-sided match, was it? I watched it. It was close.
Yeah, it was sticky. It was sticky. You know, I think the only person that beat the Bulgarian was Seth Barnett on fouls. I think.
Yeah.
Bro, I was screaming
That
in my
was
car
crazy.
watching that. Like, Steph's got to win on me, so I got to love him. And when I know, like, Steph's the guy in 220 left arm. So I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. And like the press versus the top roll, which most of the time top rollers don't beat a presser.
I can't believe he was sitting there. Like I was not watching that at work, but I may have been watching it at work.
I might have been driving.
So with the little bit of downtime that I have.
So where do you think Ron's got the edge on Bill Sinks coming up?
That's tricky because I think they both have very similar styles. You know what I mean? They both have a big hand for their weight class. You know, they both have a very good top roll. They both have good hits. But I would think maybe he might be a little faster, you know, because I think Ron might be like 6 or 7, 8 years younger. I think Bill might be almost 60, I think.
Yeah, I think I think he's mid-50s.
50s, yeah, maybe 58,
I think
55 or something.
Yeah, Yeah, because he's been pulling forever. So
I love the match, dude. And Ron was our first pro. He popped both of our cherries. Like, so I gotta love Ron. And
our first like high end pro that we bowled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I never met a guy like when I read IFA World Champion, I went,
yeah,
first match ever out of state pro tournament. I'm like,
going hard.
well, not even that. I was like, this sucks. Like, I'm trying to see if I got something, but I was like, I guess this is the way to find out. You know what I mean? You pull a guy with a world level shirt on, you're like, let's see if I got anything. So Ron smoked me right-handed in,
But
and left.
Until the Turtle Man Classic.
Until my favorite super match series and tournament series.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think we're all over the place, Nick. I'm sorry. I'm excited. And I got all these questions. So Turtle Man, why is it special? I think people need to hear about this.
Yes.
These kind of tournaments or things are my favorite things.
So it's special for many reasons, but the biggest reason is a lot of people don't know. I've been getting a lot recently. People have been calling me Turtle Man, which I'm not Turtle Man. Turtle Man is Danny, Danny DeMichael, who unfortunately passed away. I guess almost 2 years ago. So December would be 2 years. He was hit by a drunk driver. So what this tournament's for is, we raise money and we give it to his wife and his daughter, and they put it in a college fund. Last year,
awesome.
if I'm not mistaken, I think we raised like 6,500 or something like that. It was something like through the roof. It was a lot of money. So the goal this year is to try to definitely raise more than we did last year, but it's gonna be tough. But I think we can do it.
I know we can do it. That's what I'm saying. We got to talk about this. Like, this shit right here is the most important thing. Two things. You're not letting your buddy go, right? And his memory. So you're keeping him alive. And then guess what? When I meet you guys and they go, oh, Turtle Man, where'd you come up with that? And you go, oh, no, it was our buddy. And I hear the story. And then I'll go, was he good? And you're like, yeah. And then I get to know this guy that I never meet or I'm never going to meet, but I'm always going to want to meet. And I think that's really awesome. And then what you guys are doing for his daughter, that's awesome, dude. Again, people need to hear this. It's going to motivate people to go. Trophies are cool, but to say that, hey, I'm going to get a trophy and I know everything I'm putting into this is going for this guy and his daughter and his family, I think that's awesome. Like, that's way cooler than a world championship prize to me if I had the two to go to.
Oh, we talked about the pay-per-view, but I don't think you said where it was. Where can we find the pay-per-view?
So if you want to watch the pay-per-view, it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be under the paid subscription on YouTube. It's going to be I'm not able to do a live this year. If I did, it would. I think the quality would be so low. So what we're going to do is we're going to record it and we're going to edit it. The first match will be every match is going to be played one at a time. So every day will have their own match. Sunday will be the first match. Monday will be, and then so on. But if you want to watch it in person, if you want to buy tickets, it's going to be in Portland, Connecticut. It's going to be at noon on Friday. And yeah, if you need the address, find me on Facebook, and I'll we'll take it from there.
Right.
I'm not sure yet what tickets are going to charge. I was thinking maybe like $20 or $40, something in that range, maybe. Also, too, they're going to be standing seats. It's going to be standing seats. If anybody needs to, like, if you need to bring a chair, like if you need to bring like a folding chair, that's definitely welcome. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You get the pay-per-view on YouTube, and if you need tickets, shoot me a message on Facebook.
So is the YouTube channel going to be on the Stone TV channel?
Yeah, so it'll be on Stone TV.
Yeah. I like to pop that. And everybody should subscribe to Stone TV. Dude, it's hilarious. It's like it's one of the greatest arm wrestling channels. I like how you keep your clips fairly short and funny as hell. So,
dude, I get mad sometimes. I want them to be longer. like if I'm on a road trip or something, I'll watch a podcast. But then I'm like, all right, what are they up to? Like when you guys know how I'm a fan, I'm going to tell everyone a story on the Nick Stone TV show.
Yeah.
So they just braced the barn where they're lifting in, right? Because the floor was sagging from what I caught from the video. So I assume Nick, High Chief, and a bunch of the guys on the team probably helped. They raised the floor, put it in the joist, and supported the beams. Anyways, Chief's bringing all his shit back in. He's got old trucks, old Harleys, and he's doing burnouts and revving them all up. And Nick's supporting it. You know what I mean? He's instigating a little bit, and High Chief's loving it. And I'm like, dude, this is just a for the boys moment, and Nick got to share it with us. And I think all the dudes and girls know what that is, like a real cool bro moment. Everyone's like, oh, like if I told the story, it sounds stupid. I'm like, yeah, Nick, he was driving in, revving his truck up, haha. Like everyone's gonna be like, that guy sounds retarded. But that moment, you see the smile on his face, you can hear it. Like that shit's cool to me. Or then like when you're making fun of Peasley getting out of the lake. And I was like,
fun, he has a hard time with the sun for some reason,
Well, that guy's definitely white. Like,
Yeah.
like if he gets pulled over, they know.
He may have some Scottish in him. It's very clear.
Yeah. Does that boy like potatoes?
He might.
Oh,
It's all blood sausage.
what? Oh, the event, the pay-per-view event. So, is there like there's more than one match each day?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Because I'm gonna have to. This is what's gonna happen. So Friday we're gonna have this. We're gonna have the matches.
Okay.
It's gonna be recorded. Friday night I have to go to the gym and set up for the tournament, and then we're gonna do the tournament. And then, this is something too I want to try to do. I want to try to have a giant after pull. I think a big after pull will be fun. So what I was thinking about doing is the first person that pins me left arm will get free tickets to next year's pay-per-view, something like that, like a little game or something.
Oh, so you want to do like a giant after poll party, but get videos of the whole thing, guys? This practice pulling, going to war, this cool matches that we don't normally see.
Yeah, it could be something like that, But even if, because I won't be competing at this tournament, so if anybody comes and if they pin me anytime throughout, any after pull Friday or Saturday, they'll get a free ticket to the pay-per-view.
Dude, we're gonna do the 100 arm wrestlers versus one Nick Stone, and I'm gonna be the last guy. I want to be 100, and I'm gonna tell everybody, no one gets the pin. If you feel like you got a chance, leave it and just keep working that zone. I want them tickets, bro. And we gotta. That's my game plan to take out the one Nick versus 100 arm.
Well, you were already giving pointers to the other three guys how they take Nick.
So. Sorry, the live event. I just got questions. I think to get people to watch. Is it going to be in the middle of the gym and people are going to be around you? Like it's going to be like wall style.
So the super match and the tournament are two different locations.
Oh, sorry, but the super match to get people to come watch it live. Is it going to be like? Where is it at?
So it's going to be in the dungeon. It's going to be actually in the dungeon. It's going to be on the bottom story. We're gonna take all the bikes out, all the trucks out. We might have a couple in for show. But yeah, the table's gonna be in the middle, and there's gonna be some spots people can't go because athletes will be walking around. But yeah, they can pretty much stand anywhere they want inside the. We'll have it taped off. They can stand anywhere. The only thing we probably won't allow people to take video, except for family members or something like that. Because we don't want people posting, before.
I make people sign a disclosure. So be like, hey, don't be rude, but you guys can videotape, you can do whatever you want, but you can't post on Facebook and you can't post the videos till like 2 weeks or a month after we do the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Or not even the pay-per-view, so no, day after, because the pay-per-view is over.
Yeah.
So get people. It's gonna take me. It's probably I don't think I'm going to be able to get more than one match edited good per day. You know what I mean? So I think.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just make them sign a disclosure. Like you can't release anything until whatever deadline you need.
I would just say no phones. Like this is for a cause. It's for.
That's fair too.
You're building stuff for donation to a family. I mean,
here's the
people
question:
should be able to.
Would I be able to get the video and keep it after? So, like, say if I don't take a video, but I want to save this moment again, the motorcycles, and I'm hoping it's gonna be like, wow, like people are like 3 feet away and like we want to see a match. And like I think that shit, that crowded arm wrestling is way cooler when guys are yelling and cheering and it's team versus team and it's a real intimate relationship. I think it gets you invested. When guys are alone on the stage and you can't hear anything, me and Pat are fighting and he's breathing heavy. And I'm like, come here. You can hear the muscles get stretched. Like, I think that intimate thing. And I think, again, people don't care on camera if I'm paying to watch it. I don't want to see 1,000 people. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But if I see what's going on here and then I see there's 15 people, but they're tight wrapped around it, you're like, oh, wow, people are invested in this. I need to be invested in it. But it's just an idea.
Yeah, Thomas Didi does a great job of that.
Yeah, I like Thomas. Thomas gets really intimate with it. But I'm just saying.
One of the cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we built Thomas. Thomas got me into arm wrestling pretty much.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good dude. But he's doesn't pull much anymore, but he is strong as hell.
Yeah, he's a strong guy, you know. But yeah, he's going to be one of the camera guys, and I'm pretty sure I got to double check, but I think the Natty Boys are going to come down and be the other camera guys.
Yeah, I like the Natty Boys stuff, dude. I like their little interview they do before the event. It's so awkward, bro. Like I love it so much because most guys that arm wrestle, all of us, we're normal people. You know what I mean? So like, if you put a camera in front of someone and say, "All right, cut a promo."
Yeah, it's very it's very
weird. Yeah.
Like the girl that goes on casting couch, like when it's her first time. It's not really her first time, guys. I hate to break the news to you. That's not her first. Sorry. Some people think that's real.
Yeah.
Strippers don't love you.
Don't kill the illusion for the guys who need it.
Sorry, it's all real, dude. Arm wrestling's real, by the way. It's not WWE. Or have you ever heard of a fixed arm wrestling match, Nick?
Yeah, Kurdetska and the slap guy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But that was, I mean, I definitely understand where they were coming from. That they were trying to get like an outside fan base, because that slap fighting. I want to say there's probably more slap fight fans than there are arm wrestling fans. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think that stuff has a place. Like Uncle John and Scott Steiner, I thought that was cool to do. Even though it was like this like fixed crazy thing, it was entertaining and it fit in with like the Uncle John persona. So
yeah, I mean, definitely. Good. I mean, I feel like there's two types of fans. You got the purist fans and the people that just want to be, entertained.
Yeah. Well, it brings new people in. So
yeah, definitely.
We need a lot of that. Now we just got to figure out how to get more women. I mean. It seems like the kids are pumping up. We were at Addison County Field Days. There was over 100 kids who signed up and pulled last weekend.
Really? That's
well over 100 kids. It was 2 hours of ages like 5 to 16 pulling. It was crazy.
Yeah, but you want to know why, dude? It's the farmer mentality. So like, if I'm a dad and I have my son with me, and every father wants their son to be the better version, right?
Yeah.
So like, say I used to kick your ass in high school, and then I come up and I'm like, hey. Little me's gonna beat you. And then your little mini me's gotta get up there and I'm like, watch this shit. And that little bastard fucking cracks your kid. My dick got 2 inches bigger. I'm like, yeah, look at me. Come on, buddy. I swear to God, that's how I think rednecks were doing it when I was a little kid. Like, I remember the dads that walked home with their kids that lost. They wouldn't even hold their hands.
Yeah, but
they start to walk away from their 7-year-old like this and like, all right, get in the truck. And they stopped opening the door for their kid.
That's
it was
not
done.
what it was like.
I'm telling you, that's what it was like when I was a kid. Well, if you won, you get to ride dad's shoulder, and you're like, "That's my dude." And then you're like, hit him with it, and the little kid's like, "Ah," and you're like, "Cool." And then you're that loser kid, and that loser kid's like, "I want my father to love me," and he comes back next year better.
That's fact.
I don't think these participation trophies make killers anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's a little different world, right? But
Nick.
For some people.
Have you ever lost? Like, what was your first loss at?
In what, sports?
Yeah, just like your first competitive bet. Like, what was your first loss that made you go, okay, I need to do something. I need to get better at it.
In arm wrestling specifically, is that or just in general? I mean,
I guess we do that, but I'm just saying in life. So, like, I try to think about it when I was a kid. I think I did my first race on a bike in front of a bunch of people. Like, that was my first my first competition, anything. I'm like, okay, I really want to win. If I win, I'm the better guy. And I lost the bike race. I went, damn. And then I just took my bike on rides more, and I'd go to up the hills more to hopefully get stronger legs, so that if I ever got into another race, I'd be like, I'm gonna win this next one. So like, what was your first driving factor that made you realize like, oh, I'm not a quitter. I'm a go getter.
I guess I remember when I was a kid, I used to, I was, swimming and we'd have races, and I know I lost, and I was real, so I spent the summer trying to be a faster swimmer. And then, next summer I ended up beating the guy that beat me, swimming. That's the first thing that comes to mind as like a kid kind of thing,
Right. But you know what I mean? I think that's cool. Like I've met people that have lost and they never try anything because they're so afraid of sucking at something else. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound cliche, but I'm just trying to reach out to people. Like I know guys that are really good arm wrestlers, but like they get sore, they have an injury, or they just don't beat that guy at practice and they never come back. And it's like I guarantee you, dude, if you stayed for 3 years, you would be at nationals.
Yeah, it could be, but I guess if they're stopping, I guess it's just meant to be, right?
That's fair. I'm just saying I don't care if you quit one thing, but like I just feel bad for the guys that quit. Like this is gonna sound like an ego thing. You ever met a guy that was a quitter? Like you met him, you don't even know who he is, but you can see you're like, this man's given up on everything.
It's hard to judge.
Just saying, I've met guys like when you meet a crackhead, I've never seen a crackhead be like, I'm winning.
Well, they win at crack.
Well, yeah, well, while they're high, they're winning in their head. Maybe they are. No, I'm just kidding.
I can relate.
But I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I gotta leave in probably like 15 minutes. But I'm trying to be biased. I don't want to give my thoughts on the super matches. But who do you guys think will win? Like Ron Armeni and Bill Sings. Who do you think wins?
Wait, give them a short order. What's first match? What's last match? We'll give you an honest opinion. 2 to 3, real quick.
So that the order that I'm gonna post it, I'm gonna post the females first. So it's gonna be Candy Passmore versus Kayla Ward at one. I gotta double check. It's either 140 or 150.
I did that for a long time.
I do it too. I called her Kayla. And she looked at me. I'm like, fucking sorry, Kyla.
It might be the accent. But yeah, the best of 5 right arm. Who do you guys think?
I don't want to sound rude, but I don't know much of. Can you give us a little insight real quick on?
Well, it's Paul Passmore's wife, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got her.
She got some good wins. Like
she's big. She's a lot bigger, isn't she?
She's going to be taller.
Yeah.
I want to say she might be. If I'm not mistaken, I think she's taller. But Kyla has to. She has to drop a little weight, and Candy doesn't. I think she's got to drop.
I just think there's more experience there too.
Yeah, she's got the more experience.
Kyla's good and strong, but she's young, and she's got all this time to improve too. So I'm excited that she got a match. I think it's cool that you gave her a match because she's been cleaning up for sure.
Yeah, because I've seen her compete a couple times, and I haven't even seen her move past center.
Exactly.
So she's doing pretty good up here.
I like it, and she's a Vermont girl, and Vermont girls are better than the rest of the girls in the country at arm wrestling. At arm wrestling, we suck at a lot of things, but girl arm wrestlers are the best in Vermont. Kyla's going to put us on the map. You wait. It's going to be a 3-0 flash pin.
Okay.
What do you think?
I thought Candy. I got Candy.
Did you give a prediction?
No, I have no idea.
Dude, people need this on the stop.
Sure, I'm going to go Candy Passmore 3-1.
All right. And Nick, who do you got?
Okay. I can't tell you.
I was trying to say, I know. I was figuring I could throw him out enough for him to be like, yeah, actually. And then he's like, you know what? That was fucked up. I feel like that's how a cop gets you.
I'll tell you after.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Next, I'm not sure I'm going to post it, but we'll just go from whatever I remember next. So Ron Armeni and Bill.
That's number 2?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that. The only one I know for sure is going to be the ladies first.
Okay.
I got Bill. I have to have Bill. Bill's been so impressive this past couple of years. He's won everything except one match. I think he lost to I can't remember the dude's name. But anyway, he's beat almost everybody. So
how'd you think about Bill versus Vlad? Like when Bill beat Vlad, how'd that make you go? You still went Ron can win.
Yeah,
Ron's
definitely. Vlad had a ripped shoulder, ripped bicep in the shoulder. You know, that's why Vlad was top row and he couldn't go sideways. I mean I'm not taking anything away from Bill because Vlad. Either way, Vlad is a beast. You know, what I mean, that was a great win. I still had Vlad win. I didn't think Vlad was going to lose, but I still.
So that wasn't Bill keeping Vlad from going into a hook. That was this Bill could get that lane because Vlad was injured, though.
Yeah, he had he couldn't drive inward. He had something with the labrum and the bicep. I can't remember, something like that.
Damn. Who does he train with?
He usually trains with us, but I think he's mostly a weight guy. Like he lifts weights mostly, if I'm not mistaken. Because I only see him at practice every now and every weeks. You know.
I like guys that do that shit because then it gives you a different factor. Everyone always says you've got to be an arm wrestler to be good at like arm wrestling. But then I've met guys that know how to they know how to arm wrestle. It's like, okay, now I just need to get strong in this movement.
Yeah.
And that's my brain. I think once you ever pull a guy and you're trying to teach him how to arm wrestle and he's just not giving you the right pressures. He's giving you weird shit. You're like, you're making this way easier for me. You're trying to tell him to work on this. And then they don't come back for a couple of weeks, but then they're doing the lifts and also you can feel the pressure's getting better. And you're like, hey, whatever you're doing, let's go up from there.
Yeah.
But then you pull guys that came to practice for 2 years in a row and there's nothing rude, but they're just not understanding that connection.
You still never gave your pick.
Fuck, dude. I'm gonna go. I gotta go Bill. Vermont. I love Ron. Ron was my first, but Bill is the home dog. And I pulled both of them, and for my arms, Ron to me is way more center control. Ron's center control to me, like when the match begins, right here is crazy to me. I've never met a guy that puts that much effort here, where like that's his really sticky part.
Yeah.
And then right here's still good. But like most people get here or get here. Ron will stop right in the middle. And Bill's trying to run away. Yeah. Or not run away, but top roll. So, I mean, if Bill doesn't have enough hit to pin him and Ron can clamp and contain and then catch him right here, and then Bill's kind of like this, right? If I'm in a good top roll position, but Pat's got me cupped, and we're both like this, he's in a more comfortable spot.
But Bill doesn't mind being here.
Right. But if Bill doesn't mind being here, but Ron doesn't mind being here in the middle. Like he can contain that for a while. Yeah. You know what? You might have made a banger of a match.
That's what I'm saying.
You might have actually made a banger. I'm still saying Bill, but if don't count Ron out by any means. I think we go 60-40.
3-2. Then you're going 3-2.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go 60-40. Bill is 60%. If Bill gets his landing and is able to get Ron, it's a bad day. If Ron could stop it, contain, but Bill's still in a good top roll. I think you just made a minute match plus.
I think Bill a lot of times loses the first round to download data.
Yeah.
I swear to God, sometimes I'm just like, I think he just lost that round because he was building data and
figuring out where to push. Yeah. Like he'll try to push hard this way. Oh, my elbow came off. Then you see he doesn't do that again. But you're always thinking he's going to do the same foul.
Yeah.
Bill will do multiple fouls, but I think it's just him trying to understand the table.
Yeah.
And then when he goes, okay, these are what I can give to this guy. Again, both these guys are really good. I think Bill's got a better table IQ, though. Bill's been doing it way longer.
Yeah. That's where we go.
But, yeah, I think it's going to be a good match, but I'm going Bill. Who's the next one?
So next one, let's start. So Paul Passmore has 2 matches. Let's start with the right hand. He's pulling right arm. He's pulling James Clark.
James Clark.
Oh, James Clark lost big foot left hand. But James is good, isn't he? Like you trained with him. Like he's better. What level do you put James Clark at?
Wait, one Arnold's left.
I think James is top 10 in America, or at least if he's not top 10, top 20, or he's right. He's right there. He's up there.
Like top 15.
Yeah, I mean he's up there. He's good. He recently he was after pulling with Jerry. I mean, it was left arm, but still Jerry Caderet. And he was, he was pinning him, dominating the hand.
What's the weight cap?
I want to say 242, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta double check, but I think it's 242.
Dude, I think I have Paul Passamore. And it's not like a huge advantage, like a 3-2, but I think I got Paul Passamore. I've seen more of him pulling high level guys and winning. So
I'm looking Paul Passmore up.
who do you got? He pulled in the high five, knuckles up and stuff. And I think he did pull the Contender Series too, didn't he? And East versus West.
I think I didn't see him pull, but I saw him with some after pull video, so I think he was there.
Yeah, he had a loss. I can't remember who it was.
Dude, I'm trying to look Paul up on Facebook and I can't find him. I wish I could put a face on it. I'm completely blanking on
him. He looks very angry.
Number one Korean guy at Knuckles Up.
Yeah.
Kim, I forgot his name. It's like Kim Jim something Yun or something.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. That got us canceled.
I think that might be spot on. I think that might be spot on.
All right, I'm gonna write that one down. If you're right, I'm like Nick Stone is the most politically correct man ever, and he remembers perfect Chinese. If you're 100%, no, but that's totally legit. If he pulled that out of his ass and got the right name, it's like that's A plus.
He's number one Korean guy, but
yeah, I'm gonna go with James. James is a better name, bro.
James is he's a lot taller. It's gonna be a problem for that length. James is a big guy.
One guy's a tall top roller, and one guy's a thicker, shorter hooker. So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
That's why I think I got Paul. I just seen him be impressive with that hook. So
yeah, I go with James.
All right. What about So he's pulling left hand versus Justin, and I should not be forgetting his last name, but I'm forgetting his last name right now. He is from Pennsylvania. He pulls with Paul. He did that boxing thing. He used to be a boxer, like that rough and rowdy. I've seen him box
like
before.
the Dave, the what is it? I know what you're talking about. The guy who does the pizza thing. What is his name?
Jason Constantini?
No, the guy who does like the pizza. Rocket. 1 minute. My dog is messing stuff up. You guys
pizza thing. Bro, I'm sorry. I don't. I wish I knew, because again, the more
he does the one bite and he does the ratings for the pizzas everywhere.
Oh, really?
What does he own? Barstool Sports.
Oh, Dave?
Yeah.
Now, okay, that boxing thing. We were going way too. We're talking about a promotion. I'm talking about the arm wrestler. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the owner from Barstool Sports. He throws the boxing thing on, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's left-handed, Jason, or isn't? Sorry, James is better left-handed, isn't he?
What's that?
Is James better left or
he's pulling past?
No, James is pulling Paul right, and Justin is pulling Paul left.
Oh, Paul's got 2 matches in one day. Man, This guy's confident to pull 2 matches in a day. So this guy's got to be the higher level puller, isn't he?
He's got more matches. He's got more experience. I would definitely say.
Does he have more? Does he have better wins? Like more pins on better guys?
It's pretty even.
Because that's really how you notarize like an arm wrestler, right? You're like, this guy beats this guy.
Yes, but that gets tricky sometimes,
Because James pulls in supers most of the time, doesn't he?
Yeah, he usually pulls supers.
Yeah, so 242 is coming down in weight for him as well.
I think he's like 250.
I think James is top 15 in the super weight class, super heavyweight.
No, he might be, but I was saying that at 242.
Okay. Damn, I guess I'm gonna go with Paul now. I'm gonna change my mind on the second match. If a guy's pulling 2 arms, either he's got an ego or he's confident. I respect either one of them.
What about
Is it Paul?
Oh,
I got Paul left. I think Paul's better left.
Do you think Paul's gonna win both his
I
matches?
think Paul's gonna win both of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out. That's September 5th.
Damn.
What about Ron Columba versus Black Ice?
Dude, Ron Columba. Wait, they don't practice together, do they? Or Black Ice been training with you guys?
I've actually been pulling with both of them because I've been going down to Pennsylvania too. But they haven't pulled each other since the last time they pulled in a tournament.
Are you giving any advice to the other team? Like, yeah, this guy feels strong here, or are you staying neutral?
I'm being as neutral as I can be. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I forget when I'm training. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm trying to be as neutral, biased as possible. But I know this. I know Ron and Black Ice have pulled many times, and I don't think Black Ice has ever beat him. So he really wants to get payback.
I just think Ron's so good. Like I don't know if anyone wants to go back. If anyone gets in the pod right now for some reason, go back and rewatch it. I was dick riding Ron Columba a little too hard, and that was on me.
I just don't think Black Ice is versatile enough to be Ron.
Ooh, I didn't say that. I just think Ron's goated.
I mean, Ron's probably stronger, better hand, way faster hits. I think he's
again that fucking pressure he does is bullshit. Yeah. If you don't have enough top roll to stop Ron, you're going nowhere. Well,
Andy's got to,
and you got to have a wicked hook.
Yeah,
but if you can't, but his pronation is so good to be able to hook him, and like that weird high hook for these little guys. I just don't think they're gonna do it. Or sorry, Black Ice. I don't think I got Ron, bro. I want to see who wins, Aiden LeMay or Ron Columba right-handed.
Does Ron have to drop weight? Because I think Ron's like a little heavier. I think
Ron's like 187, or how much weight is how much is his weight?
He might be like 190, 195 maybe.
Oh, really?
I think no weight drop. No weight drop. If Aiden met him out.
That's tricky. I mean, it could go either way, but I would put it on the experience and Chief, give the Chief.
See, again, I'm just giving that to. I know some of the guys that are watching, or like people like Aiden's been going everywhere, even the little tournaments all the time, and Aiden now is going to Worlds this year. So like Aiden's really doing his best to try to kick ass.
Yep.
So and that just speaks to how good Ron is. If you're saying that Ron's can shut him down, it's like, damn guys, that's how good Ron is. Thank you. I was just trying to riz up Ron. But shout out to Aiden too.
Good. That's how you got the name, the High Chief. You got to be at the top for a while.
Who else we got for super matches?
Yeah, who else?
We got the gentleman next to you with the Bass Pro hat. He's got a match with Brendan Peasley. Both guys are number 1, 220 in their respected state.
Oh no! I am the best in Vermont, left-handed, open weight.
Well, and 220, so we'll both.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm saying put more respect on Vermont, or no, less respect on Vermont. I'm shitting on everyone in Vermont. I weigh like 215. I'm saying I beat anyone in Vermont left-handed. But you got to be on that border. Nick, if you move into Vermont, I'm gonna freak out. Like this title is nice.
Title, yeah.
It doesn't matter the level. If you're the only pro in that state, you're the only pro in that state.
Well, I'm super biased. I've got you because, well, I believe in you.
Oh, so I needed that.
Yeah.
Come on, make it. Yeah.
Ooh,
wow. I appreciate you, bro. Again, I think I'm the underdog, but the reason why I wanted this match is when you reached out, like he beat me twice at your last at Turtle Man. But every setup I was like, man. So this is my one question. I think we'll end on it if this is the last super match. Big question in arm wrestling is the set grip. Do you close your thumbs and then they close both their hands at the same time? They pick their hands up, say go. Do you close your thumbs? Do you want cap? Yep. Do you want cap? Yep. Go. What is your
Well, he said that the refs are gonna call it very specifically. It was, sorry, I forgot the wording you were talking about. It was
no,
he said running fouls, but
no, it's not gonna be ready, go. It's gonna be something else. What did you say, Nick?
It's gonna be don't move with a slight.
Yeah, no. I like that, but I'm saying when the hands are being closed in the rest grip, how is?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's going to be the more traditional setup where one guy, the ref closes, the thumbs, and then closes one guy, closes the other, and then if a restart happens, the other guy gets closed first. I think it's going to be like that.
Okay. Again, because I want to train this stuff at practice, because I've had practices where, okay, we'll close our thumbs and a guy goes, okay, close your hands. And there's no gain, I think, in that, or like a wall setup, close your thumbs, close your hands. But in my opinion, I like either way. But if we're set and I know I'm getting to close first, I'm not going to move, but I'm really going to contain with my fingers and push you down. So you're kind of in my wrist and you don't have a lot of purchase on my hand. Maybe you guys aren't noticing this, but I'm noticing this is guys that are really good on the same level, that getting able to close your hand first and just that little pitch mark containment. And now you got to accept the grip or else it's a foul and you can't move. So you're at like a 2% disadvantage. But again, you know how to use the system too if you get to.
Unless you're good at slipping.
Good at slipping. Yeah. But again, even in the strap, if we're strapped up and I tell them really tighten it so I'm a little bit higher,
Right.
And then it's close thumbs. Okay, James, do you want high or low? I am going to squeeze so hard to try to push you down in so you can't get away from me. And then I'm high on your thumb, where your thumb line's showing, and I got you stretched out. Again, everyone knows these tricks, I think, or old school little moves, but in that kind of style. I'm cool with it. I just want to know. So,
yeah. So I think it's gonna be, the ref close your thumbs, and then the ref close. You ask if you want cap or no cap. One thing I was thinking that brings up another thing I was thinking about with the strap. I think anytime the strap is tightened, both athletes must have their hands open and their thumbs open. If that makes sense.
Yeah, right. So if my hands open or tighten the strap and this guy's doing this and like kind of cupping in, you really get your thumb higher.
So both athletes will have to be, open while it's getting tightened, if that makes sense. Also, too, I'm not sure about this, but we're probably not going to allow the athletes to touch the strap at all. Except for the arm wrestling hand, but like you can't tighten it, you can't adjust it on your own arm. You can ask, the ref to adjust it, but you just can't do anything yourself with your opposite hand.
I like all of this. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So again, I think you're just trying to make a way fair setup, and then the best man win.
Yeah.
I wanted the best of both. I want it fair, but I also want it fast. Like I don't want a 2-minute setup. I want it to be, 15 seconds is, something like that. Maybe a minute.
Even 15 seconds. Then say you got a minute match, and then the guys take a minute break. What are the breaks between rounds?
Probably 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Maybe 60 to 90. That's something like that, possibly.
Is shit talking allowed?
Yeah, definitely. You do whatever you want. So Friday is going to be more of like a rated R. You can do whatever you want kind of thing. And then the tournament is going to be more, PG-13. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Patrick freaks out sometimes at tournaments. We try to work with him on it.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, not James. James doesn't. No conflict.
Dude, you know what? I want that to be my nickname in arm wrestling. I'm the R-rated arm wrestler.
I kind of like the menace. I'm gonna say James is now the menace, the menacing wobbler.
I don't like that. Oh, that's a little bit better. But yeah, dude, Brendan's so good. And what do you think Brendan's strengths are? His hit, right?
Yeah, I'd say definitely the hit. That's definitely how he's caused problems in the the 220 class.
But now I know he's getting stronger too. I know me and him been talking. He says his hit's wicked, but he's saying the strength is now there too. So like he says he can hook now and shit. So
yeah, I think he's getting a little more well-rounded, which is good,
But I don't know. I think a fair start.
We're forgetting a couple matches real quick. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying me and Peasley. I think a fair start, fair setup. Wow, I think I'm faster than him in the hit, or just right there, so it's going to neutralize, and I think it's going to be a barn burner up top.
I think so too. I think similar styles. Not exactly the same, but similar styles. Speed. Very fast.
Right. Same build too. We're both kind of tall, goofy,
Yeah.
lanky guys, but got some meat on us.
Very
Again, I told Paisley, I'm like, you're like me if I did things right.
Yes.
Paisley looks like he sits down and the family has dinner at 5:30.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
We're forgetting. We forgot 2 matches so far. The last there's 2. So we got Sam Mitchell and Brian Malek.
Oh, Brian Malik,
Yeah,
Sam Mitchell, dude. Wait, left or right?
right.
Sam's right's been lethal right now. Sam's been beating everyone right.
Yeah,
His left, he's got some losses on him, but I think his left was his worst.
they're both really good. So I think it's his. If it's not a hook game, then
It's going to be a hook game. It's going to be just like Conrad versus Brian. Deep hook. Like, I think this is one that everyone's going to want to watch as far as just, even if you're not an arm wrestler, if you want to see a good match where there's inside, and you're like, no way, who's going to break? Like, I like that shit. I think that's going to be, I bet that'll be probably one of the matches of the day.
and Sam's got really good endurance. So
Yep.
let's see.
Yeah, he's got that fucking, Yeah, I'm going to go with Sam, but Brian's a monster. I'm not saying it's going to be a 3-0 sweep, but I'm saying it's going to be a war. I think.
Yeah, Brian's nasty.
So I'm excited to see that one. I want to see. What's the next one?
The last one is if I'm not forgetting any other ones is me versus Damian John, Andrew.
Now, this I know you're a promoter, but this is your match, so you can
Yeah.
tell us what you think of this.
So I'm not planning on losing. We'll say that, because
So you play now.
Yeah.
Are these guys confident? Like, do they all think they can beat you?
Yeah, definitely. These guys. I pulled with these guys. I pulled with Damian up and John up in Mass, and I pulled with Andrew down in Pennsylvania. And both these guys they pinned me in practice. You know what I mean? So they're no joke. I can't underestimate them.
Is it best of 5 for each match?
How many rounds is this?
This is what I think I'm gonna do with the match with that handicap match. So each athlete will have 2 pins. So if I get pinned twice, I lose. Every time an athlete on the team gets pinned twice, you know what I mean? So each person has 2
So it's
pins.
like a double elimination tournament, but you're pulling a group. And you're your own team. It's team arm wrestling, but you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Bro, straight up WWE. This is a WWE.
We need a ladder match.
Yeah. Dude, I want a TLC match in arm wrestling.
It's
Okay,
common,
they got to win
man.
on the table, but you can use tables, ladders, and chairs to stop him before you pin him 3 times. Listen, some people are going to die, but I think this is the new sport.
Okay,
but so, dude, you got a pin.
You got to get 6 pins
Yes,
to win,
and you can't lose twice.
Yeah.
So basically,
it's
each
like,
guy gets a best of 2.
Yeah.
It's a best of 2.
This is not something where you're screwing around. There's no.
Now, do the guys? So does
You're-
Pat have to pull you? So is it a line? Like you got to pull him 2 times in a row, then he goes, me 2 times, or is it alternating?
Time between match?
I think probably alternating. So pull athlete
Wow.
A, then B, then C, then repeat.
So you're really giving these guys a chance.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. And if you're saying John's arms are huge, by the way. If anyone doesn't know who John Bigelow is,
Yeah, I think he's got like 2 inches on my arms. He's got like 24-inch arms.
dude's got a chest and 2 biceps. Like when I see him come through the wall, I'm like, damn, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's
And he
impressive.
pulled a lot.
Yeah, very strong guy.
Yeah, he's been arm wrestling a ton.
So every guy gets a break. You got to go all gas, no breaks, and minute rounds, like minute break in between a round.
Yeah, probably a minute, maybe.
90 seconds, whatever the rest.
So if it's a minute wait, and each match is a minute, this could be an hour match, easy.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
No.
It's depending on that one's still running fouls and everything too, right?
Yeah, same thing.
Oh yeah, this could be.
Nick, are you prepared to pull for an hour?
We'll see.
Like, the reason I'm saying this, if every guy was strategic and said we're taking a minute break, that's good for you, right? It's good for you to get the longer time because you got to pull more guys. But at what point does You know, when they say I'd rather take 1,000 soldiers on at once or one every hour. You're like one every hour, but if the fight's got to go on for 12 hours, maybe you get the 1,000 done faster. You get what I'm saying? You only have so much workload.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, have you ever pulled an hour straight, like a real super match?
Most of my matches have been
Flash
pretty
match.
fast. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like,
So do you think any of these guys are going to stop you, or is the goal is to wear out your hit to catch you?
I'm not sure what their game plan is. You know, I'm
They
sure
should be
they're coming
plotting.
up with something. But yeah, I mean, I guess my game plan is to try to get them fast. You know what I mean? The longer it goes, you know, the harder it's gonna get.
Right. Oh yeah, you don't want to war in the first one. Like you don't want to like get in a weird position, and then like you're still gonna win, but you're like, didn't need this right now.
Yeah.
Bro, if I was pulling you, like if you said, okay, James, you can hop in on this too, I'd be like paying like Uber Eats to drop food off of your house throughout the night, but it'd just be like one Tootsie Roll. Like so you would have no sleep, but every Tootsie Roll would be like, good luck, you're killing it, like motivational. Yeah, you know, I'd be methodical. I'd be like, this guy can't sleep for a couple days.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah, that's how you win, bro. That's what Muhammad Ali did. But
man.
so that's all.
That's everything.
Damn,
Awesome.
dude.
Yep.
A triple threat handicap match. That's sick.
That's great.
I think you need to advertise that.
When you said it was two guys, I was like, holy crap. And then when you entered the third guy in, I was like, what is he
Dude,
doing?
his Macho Man promo cut was pretty sick.
Yeah, he's great. That was probably the best promo we'll probably get. You know, he's good on the camera. You know.
Yeah.
That's the best
Was that
promo.
Logan, right?
No.
Well, we'll
Who's
see.
that?
We'll see.
Yeah, wait. Shout out to what's his name again for the promo. That was sick. What's his real name?
Andrew. I'm gonna butcher his last name. It's Andrew Molesky.
Oh yeah.
That's not
Okay.
my favorite.
But is his like alias in arm wrestling Macho Man? Is that his thing?
Macho Man. He'll probably dress up in a Macho Man costume.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
Oh, I wish you could go down and bring the cream of the crop shirt. It's so
Damn. Bro, if I'm gonna be the menace, I'm gonna show up in like a gay devil's outfit. I'm gonna dress up like Sam Smith
What?
from the Oscars. Remember
Okay.
where he wore like lingerie?
No, I don't watch the Oscars.
Yeah. It was pretty badass. Yeah, that'd be menacing. No one would want to see
It tells
that.
me a lot about you.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother a lot of people. Yeah, I think I got him. I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this.
I gotta cut a
I'm
promo
definitely
now.
gonna buy the pay-per-view.
We're cutting. What rate? What is this promo allowed to be? PG-13?
Just good enough for Facebook and YouTube. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
good enough for Facebook, YouTube.
Oh, I got a question. How much is it to join? So people know how much it is to cost to watch people.
I'm thinking maybe like somewhere between like $5 and $15 probably. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be in that range. I still got to think about it. You know, like the same thing with the tickets. It's gonna be in the range of 20 or 40. I just got to see what makes more sense. You know, but what would you guys think would be a fair price?
I mean, somewhere in between there, maybe I know Arm Wars charges like $7 to join, but this is for a cause. I want everybody to know, like,
Right,
this
for
is for
cause, but
this
like,
is
how do
for
we get
an
people to
awesome
watch too? Like, what will make us appealing? So, like, did you hear what he said in the background? We're gonna have bikes
Yeah.
around. So cool Harleys. I assume we're gonna be roped off, and I hope that we got a crowd around the bikes or in front. Whatever, give it a cool scene.
I mean,
And
making it
then
appealing with
The more
awesome
drama
matches.
we can actually get in these matches.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see Peasley. I'm gonna make a video, but I need to see Peasley's video. Like, I
Oh,
assume
this is
he's
that
confident.
video's up on YouTube
Huh?
if you want to watch it. I put Peasley's up. I think it was on the Stone TV, the first video. I think he's on the beginning.
I'll have to check that one out. How good of a promo was it?
It was a good one. It was short and crisp. You know, very short and crisp.
Dude, you make him dress up like a Superman costume, and I'll dress up.
Aquaman. He's Aquaman.
No. Peasley's definitely. Everyone calls him Superman, don't they? They call him Clark.
That's his PG nickname. We can't say his other nickname on the live.
Yo, I gotta hear the real nickname.
Yeah,
I can't get bombarded with the nickname at the match. That'll fuck me up, especially if it's funny. If he hits me with a funny ass nickname, like
Is it Dahmer?
Nope, it's Partly, well, I guess partly related.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He looks like a brown haired Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's the name.
I don't think so either, but I'm just saying.
Peasley, you look like you're supposed to be on 48 Hours. That's what you just said. I don't think so. I think Peasley's a handsome guy. He's too polite though. I don't like it.
Dahmer's a handsome guy. Was.
I guess Jeffrey Dahmer was actually a handsome guy. Like a lot of chicks said they wanted to hit that up. And I'm like, you know what he did, right? They're like, so red flag.
Not interested in chicks. All right. Anyway, holy smokes.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Nick, for coming on. Like I said, I'm gonna try to clip some of this and send it out. But thank you so much, everyone. Where can we find Nick Stone? What are your socials?
so you can find me on YouTube, Stone TV. Facebook is my name, Nicholas Stone, and Instagram is _ Team Stone 777.
Oh yeah. Now maybe some clickbait stuff. Has anyone ever done anything weird to you? Like as a fan? Like have you had a weird fan yet?
I mean, other than the podcast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah, no. We're hard dick riders for Nick Stone. We're big fans.
Yeah,
I'll tell everyone that.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well, I'm
no,
talking about
nothing-
like you had weird. You never had a stalker yet?
In powerlifting, we had some really weird stuff happen, but
There's,
You don't have a fan yet? You don't have a guy that messages you every night and like shows up at your house?
not
Nothing weird
yet.
yet?
Not yet. I learned my lesson from powerlifting. You know, you got to be careful with the address. Can't give it out to everybody.
You gotta be.
dude, guys, in bodybuilding and powerlifting, guy fans are weird. They're weird. So,
Yeah, it gets weird. Things get
What
weird.
What do you mean? Like guys show up to your house and be like, "I love you." Like, what does he do? Give a quick story. This would be a good one to get people to watch the
Okay,
pod.
someone asked me for coaching when I just started coaching. I was 18, and someone asked, "Hey, what's your, how can I reach you for coaching, powerlifting coaching?" And the dude ended up sending me an inappropriate image of himself and asking if that's something I wanted. And
I mean,
think
in
That's not
bodybuilding,
funny. That's not funny. Listen, as a friend, as I respect you as an adult, that's not funny. But if it happened to somebody else, and I knew my bro was trying to be serious, like run a business, like if he was like having a lawn care business, and they were like, "Hey, will you mow my lawn?" Yeah. He's like, "I'm gonna send you a photo of what it looks like. It can be a little rough." And it's a dick pic. And you're like, "What do you think? You think you can work around them shrubs?" And my bro came to me and told me the story. I'd be like, "I'm so sorry." I would have been like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, now you got to PayPal me $40 for looking at that fucking photo."
oh Jesus Christ!
yeah.
Damn, dude,
Well-
I'm sorry, Nick. Did you block him or did you end up doing work for
No, he ended up being a really nice guy.
him?
No, I
That's
ended up
awesome.
just blocking him, and that was it.
That was the end of it,
That was the end of it.
dude. That was the end of it. Did you ever get his
Dude,
name? Do you remember the name?
What?
Well, I didn't know you have a
Yeah,
scrapbook. You're like, this guy. If this guy calls me again, I gotta be like, no, I know, I remember you. I don't need a photo to remember you.
From Pennsylvania. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, them fucking Pennsylvanians are weird, dude.
You gotta watch out for him down there.
Nick, you gotta do this once a week on Stone TV. Be like, weirdest thing that happened to me today.
Hey,
Yeah. And then if you don't have anything weird that happened that day, give us an old weirdest thing that happened today.
you gotta be careful because the flashbacks might start coming back.
Dude, the PTSD of weirdness.
Yeah, you try to forget a lot of stuff.
Sorry, bro. Hashtag
That's
stay
right.
strong. You're not a victim.
I appreciate that. I needed that. I really needed that today.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I know you actually went over the time you told us you would.
Yeah,
stay
dude,
on.
I'm sorry.
That's fantastic.
It ended up being a good time. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to get guys like you on and be able to do this. We're a little bit of an obscure podcast, but
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're wild. It's goofy.
Random
I feel like
podcast, but
we're pretty PG pretty good for the with the name you guys have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
oh, how they?
No, wait.
Yeah, we're
when you
PG
saw-
for you.
When you saw the name. No, but like, not really that wild. when I tell people the name, everyone looks at me in real life and goes like, "You guys really fucking like you really shitting each other's mouths? Like, why would you do that?"
Nobody ever said.
I've had a couple people look at me, "You're not really doing that," and I'm like, "No. Like two guys, and then there's a move in arm wrestling called cupping, and I'm like, so we're two guys, one cup when your hands are together." Like, oh, I'm like, yeah, let's talk about arm wrestling and funny shit, and like just try to get to know like arm wrestlers. If you got a cool story or whatever. Again, the whole idea to me about this is if we could bro out with you. Like if we were talking at Badgers, if I could have an hour discussion with you, I think we'd have talked about the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good
Sometimes
time,
I try to be. But yeah, thank you, bro. Again, probably one of the biggest names we've ever had on the show.
Definitely the biggest name.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate that.
Soon to be world champion on the left arm. I can't wait to show people this. You're gonna be in your highlight reels when you're 60, and this is gonna be like the first time. Like, oh yeah, that's when Nick Stone was bout world champion right there. That was his start.
Right there.
This is Mike Tyson's story, but Nick Stone.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah, dude. First, he started with a handicap match. 3 years later, after training, he becomes a world level. 2 years later, he's back in a triple threat handicap match this September. Fuck you, I cut promos.
That's pretty good.
There goes the promos.
Well, no, that was the promo. We'll have to clip that. Again, Nick, if anything else you want to say, but besides that, guys, Nick Stone, YouTube.
Thank you so much. It's awesome.
Pay for the pay-per-view. Thank you, brother. Have a great day.
Thanks, man. You too.
Two guys, one cup. You were inside that cup today. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
We don't have one. All right, Nick. Thanks, man. That's the show, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, man.